Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is David Benjamin from Rockstar Reviews. Today I'm reviewing the Weber Medical Laser Watch. This watch is something I've had for, I don't know, maybe 6 months now, and I'm going to show you how it works, the different settings. But before I do, I just want to share with you that if you're familiar with red light therapy, which many of us are, there's a lot of red light therapy devices, portable devices. I have a portable device, a full red light therapy device, and these devices are very similar to what this offers, but much different in the sense that red light therapy like this, I can just put this on any part of my body, and the power of this light is far less than the lasers, which are much more powerful in the Weber watch. So this is just red light, it's just infrared, far infrared, near infrared, that kind of thing, and it's just red light. Whereas the Weber laser watch has 7 different lasers in here, 4 and then 3, and then it also has an LED. So there's a total of 8 lights, and as you can see it says caution laser because these lasers are incredibly bright. And the reason this laser goes on your wrist, on the inside of your wrist, is because your radial artery runs throughout your entire body. Well, it runs from your wrist and it'll circuit blood throughout your entire body. So when you put it on your wrist here, it really acts as sort of an acupuncture point for your circulatory system, and it helps whatever setting you're utilizing. That setting, utilizing those wavelengths of light, is running that through your entire body. So as you can see here on the watch, you have different settings. You have, right now it's on heart. You can switch it to different settings. So here, so I can turn it up, down, and then I can turn it on. So let me actually do this though. Let me turn it off and turn it back on to show you. So Weber Medical on startup. And then once you get there, you can actually change the settings. So heart, running, and then meditation. So it's recovery, regenerate, and energy activity. So all I know is the running one is that sort of energy activity one, and then you have meditation, and then the heart. So those are rest and recover, something like that. But each one has a different setting. So I'm just going to select one for the sake of this video. I'm just going to select the meditation one, and I'm going to hit start. When I hit start, you're going to see that light, it populates a quarter of the way. When I push it once, it goes 50%, 75%, 100%, and the circle totally encloses. Then you push the power button, and then you are in business. And it's a little tough to see, but I have a yellow and blue and green wavelength laser going on into my wrist, into my artery right now. So I actually have a PDF from the company. I actually spoke with the founder on the phone, and I wanted to read this to you. It's actually quite in depth. It goes into the biology, it goes into the everything, the genetic expression, the enzymatic expression, and so much more. So the biochemical mechanisms have to do with the wavelengths of color, and these affect your photoreceptors. The light stimulus gives a cellular signaling effect, and it affects the chemical behavior, metabolism, movement, and gene expression. It's all associated with enzymes and or proteins, and the cascade event ripples across the entire cell. So it affects your ATP, your ROS, which is your reactive oxygen species, your NO, which is your nitric oxide, your mitochondrial function, which produces your ATP, which is the currency for the energy, currency for the cell. And there are a ton of different wavelengths of light in the Weber Medical Laser Watch. There's red light, so red light influences properties of the blood. It diminishes the tendency of aggregation of thrombocytes and improved deformability of erythrocytes. It activates phagocytic activity and macrophages. So it really affects the immune system, or those are immune or lymphatic immune cells. Positive effect on proliferation of lymphocytes, so lymphatic immune cells, B and T cell. So once again, immunity, stimulation for immune response, immunoglobulins, immune response, stimulation of interferons, interleukins, and TNF alpha. Hypoxia of the tissue is improved, and fibrolysis is activated. Development of so-called giant mitochondria, ATP, and sedative effects, and improved microcirculation in the central nervous structures with stimulation of functional activity of the hypothalamus, limbic system, leading to activation of hormonal, metabolic, immunological, and vegetative processes with mobilization and adaptive reserves. So there's literally charts. Everything is charted out here because they studied all this with this watch in particular. Green light. So that's red light. There's also green light. Green light binds to hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is the molecule in your red blood cells that transports oxygen. It improves the function and behavior of cell elasticity of red blood cells, increases oxygen delivery, oxygen affinity, attraction of oxygen to hemoglobin. It increases that. It improves the ability to carry more oxygen. It decreases the lactic acid buildup, which is what you feel when you're sore, reduces blood viscosity and improves blood flow, activates reparative and stabilizing pathways, platelet activation with gradual loss of natural platelet reactivity and the ability to respond to activating agents, positive effect on the sodium-potassium pump, which helps to regulate the intra and extracellular homeostasis. That's really cool. I just learned that. That's very cool. Okay, so green light is incredible. Great for red blood cells, oxygen transportation, and so much more. Blue light releases nitric oxide. And with monocytes, with vasodilation, improvement in endothelial dysfunction, nitric oxide is known to be a growth, immune, and neuromodulator, as well as stimulator of stem cell proliferation. It has a critical role in analgesia, vasodilation, and angiogenesis through the cGMP pathway. Increased production of nitric oxide is activating the telomerase and thus stopping shortening of telomerase, anti-aging. So good for preventing gene damage, which is really cool. This is the blue run. Increased nitric oxide in lowering blood pressure. Blue laser is also known to be anti-inflammatory by reducing pro-inflammatory cytokines and of conditions, and then it lists a bunch of conditions. Blue light is effective for treating infections by production of RS, reactive oxygen species, especially in combination with photosensitive substances like curcumin or riboflavin. So you can use riboflavin, which is one of the B vitamins, and curcumin, which comes from turmeric. So it helps with your nitric oxide, which enhances your microcirculation. And that's blue light. And then you have yellow light, which is an antioxidant enzymatic system with detoxifying effect, strong antidepressive effects, especially in combination with St. John's wort, positive influences on general mood, positive effects on pain relief and chronic pain patients, improves serotonin and vitamin D production. Very cool. Positive effects on the hormone system. So all of those yellow, green, red, and blue, all of those lasers are in the Spectra Watch that go into your radial artery, and that runs throughout your entire body because that goes through your blood. So let's recap all of the effects. Boost cellular energy by there's a lot here. Boosting cellular energy by increasing ATP synthesis, immune system stimulation, improvement of microcirculation and reduction of blood viscosity, activation of macrophages, positive effects on heart metabolism, improves the function and behavior of cell elasticity of red blood cells, increases oxygen delivery, activates reparative and stabilizing pathways, releases NO, nitric oxide, and activates telomerase, which is the cap on the end of your telomeres, so it prevents gene damage, brings down blood pressure, reduces inflammation. It's a pathogen deactivator effective against bacteria and viruses, detoxifying effects, positive influence on general mood, antidepressive effects, especially yellow light, improves serotonin and vitamin D production, yellow light, pain relief, positive effects on the hormone system, activation of stem cells. So all of those benefits are in the Weber Laser Medical Watch. And it has actually been utilized for diabetes, chronic liver disease, chronic kidney disease, metabolic disorders, cardiovascular diseases, allergies, chronic inflammation, hypertension, autoimmune diseases, sleep improvement, jet lag, thrombosis, immune system, tinnitus, depression, fatigue, syndrome, burnout, anti-aging, general performance, increased sports, and an additive cancer therapy in combination with photosensitizing agents and prevention. So there are studies done that show that it increased melatonin 30 to 100%, serotonin 50 to 100%, improved sleep quality, less fatigue. There are studies that show that it is beneficial for neurons, oxidative stress, dopaminergic systems of animal and of Parkinson's disease. What else? What was this one? This study was on blood pressure, cholesterol, liver health. And these are studies all over, mainly in Switzerland. But this, before and after 5.95 to 5.5, so decrease of 6.6 in cholesterol. Could just what else? This one, decrease in 7.8% of LDL cholesterol. Liver, 16% decrease in, what is that metric? What is that biomarker? Not really clear. Sorry, some of this is in like German, Deutsch. Diabetes. So that has a significant drop. It looks like about 40%. Is that blood sugar levels? Yeah. Or what is that? Hypertension, metformin. Okay, so okay, in combination with curcumin. So there's a lot of research here. Okay, so migraines, tension headaches, carpal tunnel, TMG pain, osteoporosis in the ankle, shoulder pain. ATP production. The list goes on and on and on. So they do recommend photo dynamic sort of therapies. So sort of like chlorophyll, curcumin, things like that, which I would as well. And I recommend that to all of my health coaching clients. So that's pretty much it. As far as the benefits, I just went through like 30 pages in this PDF, and now it's talking about photosensitive compounds like curcumin, chlorophyll. So I'm gonna put that down. So just to recap, this works in a very specific way. It's a 30-minute timer. So right now I'm at 22 minutes. I don't know if you can see that. 22 minutes left. And there's 3 settings. So each setting has a combination of light therapies: yellow, red, green, blue, and orange. So those colors. And each setting has different. So like, for example, the heart one is just red. And then other ones that you're dealing with, like, each one has a different setting essentially. So you can get any of these benefits based on the setting, and you can go from 25 to 50% to 75% to 100%. So you can increase the power, the output of these lasers, the strength of these lasers, and it works incredibly well. So what I like about this company is they're very thoroughly researched. The guy that I spoke with that's now running this company, his name is Robert, and his father was the researcher that started this company, and he has taken it over. And there's plenty of research behind this, so it's not just some like woo-woo thing, anything like that. Like, it's very medically sound. I also got their device, which you can utilize. It's called a light or power box, and you simply turn it on. It has a timer. Once you turn that on, it has different attachments. Like, one of the attachments is for oral health, which is this one, and you just simply go like that. And then the other one is an attachment that goes into your nose, like so, and you throw that in your nose, and you get the benefits there. They also have red, and they have ear attachments. So essentially this box, you just buy the attachments, which I think the attachments are like $70. The attachments are pretty cheap, and the box itself is like your real cost. I think the box itself is like $800 or something like that. But then you get all the attachments. You can get red, blue, all these different colors. So I love Weber Medical. I think that the work that they're doing is pivotal. It's incredibly valuable. One thing too is I feel this watch. So when I put it on, like if I put it on red especially, I will feel the heat. I will feel the effects of it fairly quickly. And I feel that warmth and that movement in my wrist, and I love it. It feels great. We're all photosensitive, or we're all light sensitive, we're all light beings. We react to this, right? So our mitochondria and all these things change in regards to the light exposure that we receive. So light can either be a nutrient or a toxin. I wrote an article about this, and Weber Medical makes it easy for light to be a therapeutic compound, or a therapeutic avenue or channel or pathway that you can utilize to enhance your cellular health, your gene health, and your hormonal health, your mood, reduce pain, enhance immunity, increase mitochondrial output of ATP, and so much more. So do I recommend it? Yes, very much so. I love this watch. It's incredible. I'll put a link below along with a discount code. And you can also, if you're not going to get the watch, this is a great starting point. It's just, getting one of these to utilize in your nose for breathing, and then your mouth, once again, for oral health. And then you can get ear ones as well for like tinnitus and just general ear health. But lasers are really the next level beyond red light therapy. I've done red light therapy for a long time before it ever became big online. And getting into lasers, like I've utilized lasers, medical grade lasers that induce stem cell production, and you can feel the effects of lasers. Lasers are just a higher level above red light therapy. That's the best way to describe it. They're just stronger forms of light. So anyways, I'll put the link below this video. I highly recommend getting, and I do recommend different, curcumin and chlorophyll, astaxanthin, lycopene. These, photobiomodulators that are going to be sensitive to the light that you're receiving to enhance the effects of these treatments. So I'll link this up below, and then I'll also link up below a list of over 20 health brands now that are vetted, that are high quality, just like Weber Medical, red light therapy, biohacking, health and wellness technology, superfoods, biodynamic superfoods, and organic grass-fed foods, all of these types of things with discount codes. So I will link that up below as well. So check out that list, because if you like this kind of stuff, you're going to find some cool brands on there and get some cool discounts. So I'll see you in the next video. Leave any questions or comments below, and take care and stay healthy. Cheers.